If I was to think about the most exciting adventure that I could offer to anybody, that I would take somebody on, that I would do myself, it would be to take a safari to Africa. And that's what I think has been the success of the celebrations of African wildlife and cultural life, which we now annually do at Little Governors. That's in the Masai Mara in Kenya. It's big cat country. It's where people know us from. It's where we've worked and followed the marsh lions, a group of lions that we've followed now for 35 years. And what we can bring to people on a trip like that is the intimacy of knowing those cats as individuals, of knowing what I always say to people: if I was to spend just one day in Africa, I would spend it in the Masai Mara, because there's such variety. It's why so many TV shows are filmed there, because if you can't find the lions, and you always will, but if you want to look for elephants, for buffalo, for all the plains game, for the giraffe, for the browsers, for the leopards perhaps, for the cheetahs, you're going to find it right there in the Masai Mara. In fact, we even have a base very close at Governor's Camp, on the other side of the river from Little Governors. And so I think what we've now got with the celebration of African wildlife and cultural life is a lovely mix of great event management from Prestige Promotions, wonderful food, the most idyllic campsite surrounding that marsh, Birder's Paradise, 2 or 3 game drives a day. We mix it up enough where people can do a balloon safari if they want, they can do a walking safari. We bring in some of our friends from the Maasai community to explain to people how the Maasai have lived side by side with wildlife in this area for a couple of 100 years. So it's a very rich experience. And of course, for people who actually just want to take time out, lie on the bed, sit out in front of their tent, just soak up Africa, they can do it. It's a complete freedom. There's a lovely schedule that people can follow, but if they say to us, you know what, I don't think I'll go out on a game drive today, I might raise my eyebrows and I'll say, okay, don't complain when you come back and we've found that leopard you've been looking for. But if they say that actually this is our trip, this is the way we want to do it, we've got that flexibility to enable them to really create their own safari of a lifetime. I think there's no question that the celebration of wildlife is great value for money. You're going to be in the Mara for nearly a week, and the key to it is, and this is one of the things that Prestige Promotions does so well, it adds value. I can go and stay at Little Governor's Camp tomorrow, but only once every year can I do a celebration of African wildlife and cultural life. And what Clive Thomas has done so well, who heads up Prestige Promotions, is to actually add that value. He brings in a chef to actually make sure that every single meal is exactly how he wants it. He makes sure that they've got the right wine. We make sure from our side that anybody who's interested in photography can actually, in a week, learn how to take pictures in a completely different way. And that's only just the beginning of it. We bring in other people. Sometimes we bring in a sculptor, Dennis Matthews from Nairobi, and at the end of the trip people get the chance to go to his foundry to buy just the right gift to take back to friends in England. We bring in Warren Samuels at times, who's a videographer, who works with us on some of our television programs and who can help people capture the video side of photography. My wife Angie is there to help them with Photoshop and processing their images. Believe me, if you can't learn to take better pictures in the week that we're on safari at Little Governors, ain't no hope for you.
Well, we came to the Mara and I hadn't seen one animal. There was nothing out there. Not an antelope, not a piggy.
You asked?
There was nothing. I mean, I don't know why I came here, honestly. I wouldn't bother. No, seriously. It is the experience of a lifetime. You have to come, you have to try it. And just remember, if you don't really see what you want to see, it doesn't really matter because there's so many other things out there. Because the Mara takes away, but the Mara gives. And that's what makes it great. Come.
Was there any particular animal you like best?
Yeah, seeing the cheetah kill.
The what? Seeing the cheetah kill?
Yeah.
James, what was your favourite thing?
Probably seeing 3 of the 4 musketeers all together.
and he would have to come along.
Okay.
This is what you'd say to him.
And you've had fun, you've enjoyed yourselves, eh?
Yeah. I don't want to go back to school.
We came last year,
Yeah,
had a great time.
back here again this year.
Once we knew what it was like, we feel safe enough to bring the kids back. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
The highlight of my trip was bringing the children, going to the eco village and seeing it through children's eyes, going back to the school and seeing the children. Absolutely wonderful. So absolutely.
Right, you had a chance.
Everything.
You had,
highlight of my safari was seeing 3 leopards together yesterday, which I never thought was possible, so it was fantastic and I've had a great time.
We came back to get more of the set. It was just fantastic, but a completely different experience this time as well. First time it was a blur. We were so excited to see everything, and this time we could take a bit more time and enjoy it even more.